Hey, welcome back. It's Jason Walter here, and here's your latest housing market update. According to Redfin, in a new report that was actually just released today, home buying competition has decreased for the first time in 6 months, given the fact we have rising mortgage rates and high home prices. So that's the topic of today's video. I'm going to be breaking this report down for you guys so you can make a more informed decision about whether you should buy or sell a house. Make sure you're subscribed, and I'll definitely keep you posted with the latest housing market trends in the US and also in California as well. So let's go ahead and dive right into the video here. This is according to Redfin as of today, which is the 25th. They are stating that 65% of home offers face competition in March, and that's actually down from 67% in February as more buyers moved to the sidelines because a lot of people, as mortgage rates are increasing, are getting priced out of this housing market here. It says here this is the first month-to-month decline since September of 2021, a sign that demand is starting to cool as soaring mortgage rates, which are approximately 5.5% right now, and housing prices prompt some buyers to back out of this market. However, Redfin is reporting they're still seeing more bidding wars this year compared to 1 year ago, because 1 year ago, 62.2% of their offers encountered competition versus 65% this year. So here's the graphic depiction to show you this. Here's the monthly share of Redfin home offers that face competition, and these are seasonally adjusted. These are basically offers that are submitted by a Redfin buyer's agents, and they actually track how many of those offers encountered other offers when they submitted offers for the home buyers. So again, right now we're at 65% compared to 1 month ago. It was just under 67%, but compared to 1 year ago, we're at 62%. Far higher compared to earlier on during this pandemic. I mean, look at April 2020. We had approximately 32% of the offers received multiple offers, and now we're at basically double that share in a span of basically just 1 year. According to Daryl Fairweather, who's Redfin's chief economist, she stated the following: most home buyers are still encountering bidding wars, but competition is beginning to cool because surging mortgage rates and home prices are prompting some Americans to back out or put their buying plans on hold. She says here that because of rising mortgage rates, this could provide some relief to current home buyers, because as more and more home buyers get priced out of this market, for those people who still can't afford to buy are likely facing fewer competing offers, and they also may no longer need to drastically offer way over the asking price and waive all their contingencies, for example. It says, unfortunately, the slowdown in competition won't help those who have already been priced out of this market and are now grappling with soaring rental prices right now. So let's talk a little bit about rental prices right now. Then going to be going back to this report from Redfin. So Redfin just reported this about a week ago. They're saying that rent in the US increased 17% year over year to a new all-time record high in March, and that's the largest jump since at least February 2022. In contrast, though, for those looking to buy a house, the average mortgage payment for home buyers has climbed 34% year over year because prices have increased approximately 15% compared to a year ago, and also mortgage rates have increased approximately 2% as well, or 2 percentage points compared to 1 year ago as well. So the increase in the monthly mortgage payments is largely because of rising mortgage rates that have climbed from around 3% to 5% in just the past 3 months, pushing many potential buyers out of the for sale market and increasing demand and prices for rentals. So it goes on to say that first-time home buyers basically have one or two options. So option number one would be just to rent. Option number two would be move somewhere with a lower cost of living. That's basically the two options that they have. So option number one, if they do decide to rent, they're maybe potentially seeing a continued rent increases every single year because, of course, as you guys know, when you rent a house, your landlord can increase your rent as long as you don't have rent protections, of course. In contrast, though, those who move and buy somewhere more affordable have relatively stable monthly housing payments going forward. Obviously, if you're in a state where they don't cap your property taxes, like Texas, for example, then your monthly housing payment may go up significantly each year if your property taxes increase. However, in California, for existing homeowners, we have a cap on the amount of our property taxes that increase each and every year, and that cap is 2%. So for California existing homeowners, our property taxes don't increase very much year to year. However, in states like Texas, they can increase greatly. So that's why they're saying relatively stable monthly housing payments going forward if you do decide to buy. However, the amount you pay for property taxes can vary by the state and also the community you live in as well. In regards to rental prices across the nation, here are the top 10 cities that had the biggest increases year over year for rents. So number one would be Portland, Oregon, a 40% increase compared to 1 year ago. Austin, Texas at 38%. New York, New Brunswick, New Jersey, Newark, New Jersey, Nassau County, New York. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. Florida and Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Florida, West Palm Beach, Florida, and Orlando, Florida, all over 30% gains compared to 1 year ago. In contrast, though, there were only 2 metro areas that they personally track here that had a decrease in rents compared to 1 year ago. Those were in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, a decrease of 10% compared to a year ago, and Kansas City, Missouri, a decrease of only 1.1% compared to 1 year ago as well. One more stat that I want to share with you guys regarding rents is asking rents across the nation. So here are the 50 most populous metro areas in the US by rents. So the cheapest area is actually in Cleveland, Ohio. The median asking rent there is $1,329 per month. That was followed by Indianapolis, Indiana, Kansas City, Missouri, and San Antonio, Texas, and also St. Louis, Missouri, all less than $1,500 per month. In contrast, though, take a look at these cities because these are the cities that have the highest rents in the country here. A lot of these cities, as you can see here, are in New York and New Jersey, but also we have Boston, Massachusetts, and also Oakland, California, median asking rent at $3,584 a month. That's basically right in line with San Francisco, California, San Jose, and Anaheim, California as well. All right, so going back to this original report from Redfin, San Jose and Boston have the most competitive housing markets in the United States. So San Jose, California had the highest bidding war rate at 79.8% of the offers written by Redfin agents to buy houses. Boston, Massachusetts at 79%, and Providence, Rhode Island at 78.3%. So as I've been reporting to you guys, we're starting to see some pricey coastal markets in the country right now that we're starting to see home buyer demand decrease, at least according to Redfin here. So it says fewer buyers have requested services from Redfin agents in San Francisco, Los Angeles, Washington, D.C., Boston, and Seattle. Bidding wars in San Francisco had averaged 7.8 offers in March, down from 10 in March, another sign that home buying demand is starting to cool in San Francisco. So a Redfin agent who is based in the Bay Area had this to say, people are getting priced out and some buyers are in shock and dropping out altogether. Others are looking at more affordable options like smaller houses or neighborhoods that are further out. That Redfin agent went on to say the following, that basically houses are still getting multiple offers in desirable areas. However, they're still seeing fewer offers compared to the past couple of months. Redfin is also reporting that we're starting to see townhomes having more bidding wars compared to single family houses. In my personal opinion, this is because the cost of a single family home has been increasing greatly. And of course, we have rising mortgage rates as well. And that's causing a lot of home buyers to either stop putting their plans on buying a house or move into a different area, or to buy a townhome because in general, townhomes are cheaper than single family houses. So Redfin went on to say that nearly 3/4 or 72.4% of Redfin offers for townhomes face competition in March. That's actually higher than the share of single family houses at 70.2%. So here's a share of Redfin offers that face competition in March of 2022. Leading the pack was San Jose, California at 79.8%. Compare that to 1 year ago, it was 75.3%. Boston, Massachusetts at 79%. Providence, Rhode Island, that's really interesting to see that. So basically compared to 1 year ago, it was basically the same. So basically the same compared to 1 year ago. However, compared to February 2022, a pretty significant decrease. San Diego at 78%. Basically in line with 1 year ago. San Francisco, basically in line with a year ago as well. Seattle, Washington, a little bit increase compared to 1 year ago. Austin, Texas, look at that. 74.8% of face competition in March 2022 compared to March 2021. I'm actually really surprised to hear this, 53.7%. I was more anticipating that we're see more competition 1 year ago compared to this year. So really interesting to see that. Another big difference here is Minneapolis, Minnesota, as of March 2022, 71.4%. They faced multiple offers. Compare that to 81% 1 year ago. So 10% or 10 percentage point decrease compared to a year ago. Sacramento, California, where I live and work as a real estate agent, it's 71.2%, a big increase or significant increase compared to a year ago at 62%. Also, look at this, Dallas, Texas, 71.2% versus 55% from a year ago. So if anyone lives in Dallas, Texas, let us know what's going on there. Phoenix, Arizona also had a decrease compared to a year ago, 63% this year compared to 71% last year. Interesting to see what's going on in Phoenix. Anyone lives there, let us know what's going on. Florida, basically the same compared to a year ago. Honolulu, Hawaii, a little bit decreased compared to a year ago as well. And running out the bottom of the list here with the share of the lowest amount of competing offers was Nashville, Tennessee at 57% and Riverside, California at 53.9%, a big decrease compared to 1 year ago. So comment below with your biggest takeaways from today's video. Also check out that link below if you want a real estate agent referral in your neck of the woods. Also, if you got any value out of this video whatsoever, then please hit the like button. I greatly appreciate that. Hope you have an awesome day and look forward to seeing you on the next video.